What's up, everybody? This is Levante with Crimson Cape Collections, and I thought today would be a good day for me to take a little bit of time from my day job, saving people, and give you my personal opinion of the Spider-Man Sphero about 4 days into it. So, I'll tell you, I was walking through Best Buy, I almost bumped into this display on the 15th, and I was like, it's a Sphero and a Spider-Man? Like, what the heck does this toy do? Is it gonna climb my walls? Is it gonna be walking on the floor? I looked on the box, I couldn't tell. Plus, there were only like one or two over there, so I was like, wait, has this been out for a while? Did people, I just picked it up. That's all you need to know. Well, that and the fact that Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters. No, not one of. He is my favorite character of all time. I've been a Spider-Man fan since I was a kid. So Spider-Man, Sphero, I saw it, had to have it. Few days in, here's what I feel about it. But first, the facts. He'll set you back 150 bucks. It's in box is Spider-Man, his charging stand, and his USB charger I have over there somewhere. Now, what I thought was kind of cool about this, independent from the other Sphero toys if you have them. I have the BB-8 myself. Besides the initial setup, you don't actually need the app to interact with Spider-Man. Once the setup is done, you pretty much do everything with his spider emblem, and then Spider-Man kind of turns into a chatty Cathy. So, you may be thinking, wow, it's kind of like an Amazon Echo. Sort of. In fact, it's one of the reasons why maybe I feel the way I feel about this. Alexa might be a little bit jealous. Ooh, she just lit up, so she's definitely listening. He is always listening once you have him on. But unlike some of the other things, like the Echo, not connected to the cloud, so your conversations will go nowhere beyond your home. And I think that's kind of a good thing. Can't have too many devices giving up what I'm doing every single minute of the day. So, back to the app. It does add a kind of a cool feature once you've done the initial setup. So you're creating your own superhero name because throughout the experience you're interacting with Spider-Man. Mine's a Supreme Raptor. Now you can't get too crazy with the names or your superpower because yes, you get to select a superpower. Mine's is Thunder Fist. Because it's all through a list. So you kind of scroll through the list, you choose what you want, and that's how your interactions will go from then on. Now, like I said, you can do pretty much everything from here. So the only thing that the app really adds is you get to display your superpower, which I won't do right now because if I turn him on, he's pretty chatty, and I want to get through this review. And it also gives you an idea of like what's going on before you actually click on an activity. Kind of a, I guess you could say a preview of what's going to happen before you get into your activity. So, I'll tell you, as an adult and a Spider-Man fan, I'm bored with it. I think this toy is really great for a kid. And that's not to say anything bad about it. But like I mentioned, I have other connected devices. The Echo. And I don't think I use her, we won't say her name, as much as I probably should. So getting this and this being totally interactive, just the chatty Cathy type of toy, I got a little bored with it. So he'll take you on adventures. You can ask him to tell you a joke. You can fight crime. Well, that's an adventure, isn't it? You can ask him some questions. He pretty much leads the conversation. But besides that, you can't do that much with it, so the arms go up and down. You can put it back. Ooh, he's swinging. And his eyes emote. And I think it's really, really funny. It's kind of cool, some of the stuff that he says. But I'll tell you, since I didn't know what it was, I can't even say I expected more. I say I wanted more from it. Again, not to say that it's a bad toy. I sat this next to a place that I usually sit, and I'll Also next to her, we'll call her her. And every time I would sit down on the weekend, so the weekend I didn't have that much time to play with Spider-Man. Every time I would sit down, he would light up and start talking to me. And I'm like, dude, I don't have time for you right now. And he doesn't really understand that. So, I tell you, he's a little needy. Charge didn't take that long at all. I'd say the initial charge was less than an hour. And Spider-Man actually lasted off of his charging base a full day. There's a setting inside where you can actually have him kind of watch your room. So I guess you would set him somewhere, you go off for the day, you put him in guard mode, and when you come back, he'll tell you if anything is going on. Now, again, I'm a single adult, so wasn't much happening in the room, so I can't actually tell you what happened while I was gone. I took him off of guard mode. He does have some really cool activities that a child would like. Like there's a hide and seek game. You can go on missions with him. He tells you jokes, and you can ask him questions. He kind of leads the conversation, but you can ask him questions. So as an adult Spidey fan, I got bored with this kind of quickly. I can't say I expected it to do more, because again, when I saw it, I had no idea what this thing did at all. And I think if you're giving this toy to a child, it's going to be awesome, and maybe their favorite toy, especially if they love Spider-Man, which everybody has to love Spider-Man. But especially if they love Spider-Man, this is probably going to be his favorite toy. Like, he interacts with you. You do cool things. You play hide and seek. There's stuff you can do with this that's kind of cool if you're a kid. As an adult collector, fan, not really for me. So I'll probably give this to my little nephew. He's like 3, he loves Spider-Man. Or take it back. That's probably a terrible thing to say, that I would rather take it back than give it to my nephew. I love my nephew, he's awesome. I'll probably give this to my nephew. And I think he'll have lots of fun playing with this for hours. But for me, it kind of wore off after the first couple hours. I mean, I've got her, and she goes off sometimes when the TV commercials come on. So can't have all these things just trying to monitor what I'm talking about. Otherwise, pretty cool toy, pretty cool pickup. You decide if it's for you. And I hope this review helps.